Okay, so our next topic is plants as a sources for the latex. As you know, the different types of latex are there in the plant which are excluded upon the wound or the injury, right? Generally, they are useful in the plant defense and various other functions were also performed by this particular latex. Okay, so in this particular video lecture of the economic botany, we have to understood which kind of plant actually very famous for producing the latex for the different purposes. Okay, again for the UPSC mains, you have to know at least some of the plants that you should know as an example which are producing the latex. Okay, so consider this is your syllabus. We are dealing with the paper number 1 and the chapter number 4, that is the plant resource development, and we are here at the plants as a sources for the latex. Okay, we have completed rest of the topics. Now we are focusing on the latex. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what do you mean by the latex. Okay, what is latex? See, the latex is found in the nature is a milky fluid found only in the 10% of the angiosperms. Okay, so basically roughly there are 10% of the flowering plants which are actually responsible for the production of these kinds of the latex. Actually these latex are not the pure chemical compound. Okay, they are not pure in nature, they are not the single compound, but they are the mixture of compound. See, it is the complex emulsion and it is consisting of the proteins, then the alkaloids, starch, sugars, oils, tannins, resins, and the gums. Okay, so basically here you can understand one thing is that the primary as well as the secondary, both type of the metabolites are present within the latex. That is, latex is containing the primary metabolites such as the proteins, sugars, right? But also the secondary chemical compound like alkaloids, tannins, resins, gums, all these are the secondary chemical compounds, and these are secondary chemical compounds plus the primary chemical compound together constitute the latex. So here you should understand latex is not the pure chemical compound, but it is a combination of many compounds. So basically when we say latex, we are not talking about the one single chemical compound which is produced by the plant, but it is an emulsion, it is a combination, it's a complex emulsion, it's a complex mixture of the many chemical compounds which are already there present within the plant body. Okay, now these that are coagulate on the exposure to the air and it is usually excluded after the tissue is injured. Okay, once this combination of the compound which is called as the latex, it came in a contact with the water, it automatically coagulates. Okay, just like our blood clotting, these particular latex, when there is an injury to the plant, after the injury this latex came out of the plant, and these latex upon coming in a contact with the air, they automatically get coagulated, and once they get coagulated it help in filling that cut area in the plant. Okay, whatever the cut has occurred in the plant, that cut is healed by using this coagulation. So basically, when the plant is got injured, the plant starts to secrete the latex. Okay, 10% of the angiosperms, 10% of the flowering plants are there, which show this particular presence of the latex. And upon cutting, this latex is excluded from the plant body. And when this latex came in contact with the air, it coagulates and it will help to repair the tissue which got injured. Okay, and basically the latex is not a pure chemical compound, but it is a combination of the compound which will include not only the primary metabolites but also the secondary metabolites as well. Now see, in most of the plants this latex is white in color. Okay, as you can see in this particular rubber plant, this particular latex is white in color. Okay, here in the papaya, carica papaya plant, you can also see the white color latex is there. Majority of the time this particular latex are milky in nature. Okay, milky white color is there for this particular latex, but sometimes the yellow and the orange type of the latex are also known. Okay, but basically 90% of the time you will find the latex is white in color, but sometimes it may be yellow and the orange latex. Okay, now this latex, this word is the Latin word which literally means the liquid. Okay, whatever the liquid which is coming out of the plant, this liquid is termed as a latex in the Latin language, and that is why we use this particular term which is called as the latex for the liquid which is coming out from the injured part of the plant. So basically this latex word is the Latin word which literally means the liquid. It serves mainly as a defense against the herbivore insects. Okay, so basically there are the two functions for these latex. The very first function is to heal the injury. Okay, in case of injury, for the healing of injury, this latex is required, and the second one is the defense against the herbivores. Okay, as you know, the herbivores are very famous for consuming the plant, and to avoid these particular herbivores and to save itself from the herbivores, these latex are often used by the plant bodies. Okay, now see, it is produced especially by the cells of the plants of the subfamily which is called as the Asclepiadaceae, okay, and the other in the families of the Apocynaceae, but also by those of families such as the Sapotaceae, Euphorbiaceae, Papaver, Moraceae, and the Asteraceae, okay. In the last slide, we have discussed that 10% of the angiospermic plants are actually able to produce these kinds of the latex, okay. Now, this particular latex is produced by the some of the members of the family called as the Asclepiadaceae, Apocynaceae, then the Sapotaceae, Euphorbiaceae, Papaver, Moraceae, and the Asteraceae. So basically, what you have to do, if you mention the example from these plant families, these are the typical plants which are able to produce the various kinds of the latex. Okay, as you know, we have studied the Papaver family, and in that Papaver family, we have understood that how there is opium poppy plant, and this opium poppy plant is able to produce the latex from which the various kinds of the drugs can be extracted. So this can be the example to be mentioned in the UPSC maths. So for the famous member of the Sapotaceae, which we often use as a fruit, okay, yeah, the sapota fruit belongs to the Sapotaceae family, and this sapota fruit is also able to produce the various kinds of the latex. So you can mention the examples from the Asclepiadaceae, like we have discussed the Calotropis, right? Apocynaceae, you can mention the member of the Sapotaceae, Euphorbiaceae, Papaver, Moraceae, or the Asteraceae. Okay, all these family members show the presence of the latex in them in the some form or the other form. So basically, there are many examples you can put forward in the UPSC maths as a plants for the sources of the latex. Okay. Now consider, see, the latex in the plant is secreted by the highly specialized cells which are known as latticifers. Okay, whenever we talk about the latex, the one word is very important during the explanation regarding the latex is the cells which are called as the latticifers. Okay, now these latticifers cells are able to produce these kinds of the latex, and that is why this term become very important while writing down in the UPSC mains examination. In your answer, this should be the integral part of the answer, that latticifers are the specialized types of the cells which are present in the plant body which are able to produce this particular kind of the latex. Okay, now this milky fluid is secreted in the depths of the lattiferous tissues, and it is mainly flows inside the latticifers, including the roots, stems, leaves, fruit of all the flowering plants. Okay, so basically the roots, fruits, or stems, or leaves, if any one of them getting injured, they are able to produce the various kinds of the latex by using the special tissue which is called as the lattiferous tissue, and this lattiferous tissue is made up of the cells which are called as the latticifers. Okay, so basically when we say latex within the plant body, there are the cells, very specialized cells actually, which are able to produce these kinds of the latex are called as the latticifers, and these latticiferous cells together constitute the lattiferous tissues. Okay, and these lattiferous tissues are present in the root, stem, leaves, and fruit of the plant. Okay, so basically the flowering plant, in the flowering plant there is a combination of the chemical compound, whether it's a primary compound or the secondary compound, together they constitute the latex, and for production of this latex there is a special kind of the cells which is called as the latticifers. Okay, and these latticifers cells together constitute the lattiferous tissue which is able to produce these kinds of the latex and spread it throughout the plant body. Okay, wherever there is a injury, whether it is in the root, whether it is in the stem, whether it is in the fruit, or whether it is in the root, all these lattiferous cells or the tissue are able to produce the latex to heal that particular wound. Okay, now see, of course, we understood that this is an emulsion of the sticky material that excludes from the various parts of the plants. Okay, as you can observe in this particular picture, see, here is the stem, and here is also the stem, which is excluding this milky latex, and this milky latex is excluding from the plant for the purpose of healing. Okay, and now these plant parts, after having a small tissue injury, they will start to produce this milky white latex in order to get healed. Right, now in most of the plant species, this latex poured out as a white glue from the bark of the plant. Okay, majority of the time we find such a kind of the latex is coming from the stem part of the plant, because it's a stem which is regularly get harmed due to the various reasons, and that is why this latex majority of the time you will find it at the bark or on the stem. Okay, here in this particular rubber plant, where the injury is created on the stem to make the plant to create the latex, and we collect this latex to create the rubber. Okay, so basically from the human point of view, latex is very important, because our economic product like the rubber is coming from this latex. Okay, we intentionally create the injury on the stem, and after creating the injury on the stem, the plant will automatically start to produce the latex, and we collect this latex. Okay, we collect this latex, and then after collecting this latex we create the rubber out of it. Okay, now majority of the time this latex is a white glue which is coming from the stem of the plants. Okay. Now see, it also contains some of the peculiar compound and the enzymes. See, cysteine proteases, then the profilins, then the chitin related proteins are also present within this combination that act as a catalytic enzymes. Okay, they are, what do they act? They act as a catalytic enzymes, and they provide the defense against the pathogenic fungi. See, very important function which is done by the latex is to deter the phytopathogenic fungi. Okay, whatever the pathogenic fungi are there which regularly cause diseases in the plant, these pathogenic fungi are also repelled by the latex, because the certain kinds of the enzymes, for example cysteine proteases, profilins, and the chitin related proteins, they are present within this particular latex. And what these chemical compound do, they provide defense to the plant against the phytopathogenic fungi and other type of the bacterial infections. Okay, so basically the fungal infections and the bacterial infections is avoided by the presence of the latex, because these latex contains some peculiar kind of the enzyme which are able to deter the phytopathogenic fungi and the pathogenic bacteria. Okay, so from this point you can clearly understood how the latex is very important for the plant kingdom, because they are not only healing the wound, but they were also providing the protection against the phytopathogenic fungi as well as from the bacterial infections. Okay, now see, from the human point of view, what is the use of the latex for the humans? Okay, now the very first thing, the chief commercial product which is coming from the latex is the rubber. Okay, rubber is the critically important product which is coming from the plant, which is used largely by the human beings. Okay, and then there are the other applications such as the gutta percha is also coming from the latex. Chiral, this particular chiral chemical chiral combination is used to create the chewing-gums, right? Then the balata type of the compounds are also coming from this latex. Okay, so economically this latex is very important for the humankind, because the compounds like the rubbers or the material like rubber, gutta percha, chiral, balata, all these things are coming from the latex of the plant. Okay, now see the latex of the opium poppy. When we talk about the latex of opium poppy, there is a specialized alkaloid which is called as the morphine, which is coming out from this latex, and this morphine is largely used in our medicinal industry, right? So it is the source of the opium and the alkaloid which is called as the morphine, and both of these alkaloid and the morphine are largely used in our medicinal industry. So from the human point of view also, these latex are of critical importance. Okay, so all these things are relating with the latex. You should understand the first thing, what do you mean by the latex? Then second, which plant families are able to produce these kinds of the latex? In the third one, you should understand what is the function of the latex in the plant body. There are basically the two functions. The very first function is the healing. The second function is the defense against the herbivores. Then in the fourth, how this particular latex is economically important from the human point of view. Okay, in this way your answer should go in the UPSC mains as well with the appropriate examples. Okay, just like the example of the rubber, example of the drug morphine. All right, so this is all about the latex. So this is all about this topic. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Please like this video, share this video with your friends who are studying the botany, and if you haven't subscribed to the Botany After channel yet, please subscribe to the Botany After channel for UPSC examination. Again, thank you very much for giving your time. See you in the next video lecture. Thank you.